Take two. We don't have like an intro.
Not yet.
Yeah. Well, did you watch the beginning of the last episode where I put that cool intro?
It's a little music bit, yeah.
Yeah, and it blurred in and stuff.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I'm like editing whiz kid now.
Have you had experience doing that?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like in school they like tried to teach us how to do that, but you can't do that.
You probably weren't paying attention.
Yeah, that sounds right.
You're kind of a bit of a spaz.
I really was in like middle school. Like
What?
I was. What's up?
I don't even know what that really means, honestly.
What do you mean? Like a spaz?
What is a spaz?
I mean, just in general, like you don't know what it like, or just a definition,
it's just like a
textbook.
word. Like I know what it means, but I don't know how to say what it means.
Yeah.
It refers to an awkward or clumsy person.
I guess I was more like hyper than spazzed, I guess,
Yeah.
if that's the definition.
Oh, it roughly translates to the R word in the UK. So,
So it's like people don't get offensive when you talk about spazzing, but that's crazy.
Okay. So, as a noun, it refers to an awkward or clumsy person. As a verb, it means to move in an awkward or clumsy way.
Okay.
So, straight up speaking, it's not like a bad thing. I mean,
Yeah.
you're awkward, clumsy, but people use that to say mean things about people. So
Okay.
there you go. Got that figured out. This is Gigapow's podcast, by the way.
Yeah, in case you didn't know by the title of the YouTube
Yeah.
video you clicked on.
Well, I try to get more clicks by making a super clickbaity title.
Yeah, like
Like our iconic James Franco's Gollum.
that one. Yep. If you guys don't know, that was our first thing that he uploaded.
Yep. Or our sick Alien Isolation. Getting freaking scared in
Yeah,
Alien Isolation.
because we did.
Yeah. While I was editing that video, there wasn't really that scary stuff. But I feel like you were kind of scared, actually. And I bet you were, but you're, putting up a brave face.
I literally was. So let's not talk about it.
That's so crazy.
Guys, people watch our channel because we're brave. Like, we don't get scared by that stuff. And I can't put up a front like that for too long. Like, I know that's what our channel is for.
Yeah.
But I can't be that person.
Because I actually was not scared. I think you being there made it less scary.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's see.
Do you feel a little off today?
Yeah.
I'm a little tired, a little off.
A little exhausted.
Yeah.
What's been getting you exhausted, mentally or physically?
I don't
You know,
know. I'm just tired a lot.
it was just daylight savings time.
That's true, but we gained an hour of sleep.
Yeah, well, that
So that
still
should've
messes
helped.
stuff up.
True.
Especially because the sun started setting at 5 today.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like driving here,
And it's
like the same time I would usually
yeah.
drive here. Yeah, I don't know. Work's kind of dragging and
Yeah, well, you've been thinking of going somewhere else.
yeah, I need to find somewhere else though.
That's the hard part. Because you really get a lot of good perks with your car.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's really good for your lifestyle.
And I think I'm kind of spoiled because while it is exhausting, dealing with some of the stuff they do there, it's really such an easy job for how much they're paying and all the benefits.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to find something to compare. So I wonder if I just need to man up and do something better.
Well, I think you're in a unique position because you don't owe anybody any money. But like, when are you planning to like put down that down payment on the house and like become a homeowner?
Hopefully next year.
Next year.
I've got a good saving built.
So you should probably plan on thinking about like what your mortgage is gonna be.
Yeah.
And like paying
Talk
for
to like a
bills
realtor and stuff.
Shop around a little and see.
Yeah, I also see the housing market. I've been like passively looking through Zillow, but man, like the cool cheap houses are all on the east side, which like there's a reason they're cheap.
Right.
It's because east side has got that reputation.
Yeah, east side is like the lower income part of our
society.
Our society where we live.
Yeah.
So.
It's lower income and it's kind of scary.
I
was looking at this one house, like it was near this really nice park, and I showed my dad, and he was like, "Oh yeah, some dude got like shot at that park like a few weeks ago," and I was like, "Oh, never mind."
No,
that's probably his house.
My brother was living over there for a while, and like somebody next door to him got murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's crazy.
Maybe not there. You always get like a mobile home.
I thought about it.
It'd be kind of cool.
I was thinking of buying the one my grandpa we moved my grandpa into when he moved out, but he like smoked in it, so there's like no
it's
point.
like stinky and yellow.
Yeah,
and
yeah, gross and. But no, I would not mind a mobile home because like you can get a 3-bedroom like pretty nice mobile home for like a couple $1,000s.
Yeah.
The only thing is maintenance is so crazy on those.
Oh yeah, I guess they do fall apart pretty quick.
We had to do a lot. My grandpa's like, it's through the middle of winter. We found out about like heat tape on some of the piping, and you have to like crawl underneath and retape it or else like all the pipes will freeze and burst.
Oh, awesome.
Which is even more expensive. So my dad had to go out in like the middle of snowing and deal with that.
Wow. I guess what you should do is like try and find like maybe the highest that you're willing to pay for all that stuff, and then how many hours do you want to work, and then figure out what you want to get paid, and then figure out what pays that.
Yeah.
And then figure out what you want to do.
Yeah.
You could always go into like a trade or something too.
Trade would be cool. One of my friends was recommending a warehouse. What is it? Like, he said they like supply equipment for like plumbing companies. I can't remember what it was called, but like it sounded pretty neat. And there's like multiple different positions you can do there, which would be a cool variety if I could like kind of try some out and see what I like best.
Yeah, warehouse jobs are fun.
Yeah.
Getting on a forklift is pretty cool.
Are you certified?
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be cool to get certified. Put that on my Tinder or something if I ever get it back.
Get back in the game.
Get back in the game. I'm out of the game.
Yeah. Me too.
Whatever.
That's because I have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I kind of got that taken care of already.
Yeah, whatever. You're saying that to make me feel bad?
No. You'll find somebody. You have a lot of unique hobbies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like Legos and Nike.
Name 7 more.
7 more? Jesus Christ, John.
I thought you knew me.
Polishing headlights. You even bought like the little tool to do it with. So you must really like it. Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
80s music. Really anything kind of like mainstream, really. You're really like a mainstream guy. Yeah, well, you don't like, you don't really listen to like super like obscure stuff. But you always listen to good stuff.
I can listen to obscure stuff. My playlist is pretty varietous.
I guess the only thing I've really ever listened to that like you've curated is like your Smash My Tots playlist, which is kind of meant to be like the best of the best that like appeals to a wide audience, because I feel like people listen to that and no one ever has like anything bad to say about it.
Have you listened to a lot of it, or have you just listened to it when I like played it at a party or something?
I listen to stints of it every now and then.
Okay.
When, like I can't figure out what I want to listen to.
I gotcha.
Because usually, like, it always has something that's like fun to sing along with.
Okay.
Very digestible, you know. What's like the weirdest thing you like to listen to?
The weirdest thing? I don't know. Because like with weird stuff, there's such a crazy variety for weird stuff that like I don't know what my favorite would be. Do you remember the song from Shrek 2 that Captain Hook plays in the bar? Like the Poison Apple bar?
Mm-mm.
Can you look it up?
Yeah.
Do I have to like censor it out?
Captain Hook song Shrek 2.
Well, I can tell you the song, but I was just wondering if you like heard it in the movie.
Oh no. What's the song?
Drop of Poison. He's like, I like my town with a little drop of poison. It's actually kind of a cool song. It's the same it's the same dude that sings the Underground song for Robots. Have you seen Robots?
Like the
the movie
about like the
with Robin Williams as a red robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that one a long time ago.
Yeah, you know the song that like got really popular recently in the Chop Shop, would they sing it?
No.
Damn it, dude. I wish we could play them, but I'm afraid. I mean, as big as we are right now, I would hate to get like sued or something.
Well, I don't think that matters, because I think they have like robot AI to like scrub through everything that comes out and just copyright strike it. But you gave the name, so you can look that up on your own time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably have you listen to it after this, but like I've genuinely been like feeling it lately. It's so cool. And it's like really old-timey sounding. He like does this cool little like foot tap on a wood board, and it sounds really cool.
What what kind of music would you describe it as?
I have no idea. I honestly don't know. It's such like a maybe scary-ish. Like I'd put it on a Halloween playlist.
Okay.
Grim. I don't know.
All right. Interesting.
It's cool.
I don't know. I think you're an interesting fella.
Thanks.
You know a lot about like the things that you care about.
Yeah.
You know, like you know a lot about Legos. You know a lot about Nike.
Yeah.
I mean, I know part of it is like
I work
your job,
there and it's my job.
But like, even out of that, like you got a passion behind it. It shows it.
Okay.
How much of your wardrobe is like Nike, like a ratio?
Most of it. So what sucks? I would love to like get other stuff, but I kind of be stupid too because of how cheap I get Nike for.
Right.
So it just accumulates a lot. I need to get rid of so much of it, but like I like a lot of it.
Yeah. I have the same problem too, but mine's just like random crap.
Yeah.
I'm really big into like thrifting and finding old stuff, so
Thrifting's fun. I haven't done it in a while. I feel like our Goodwill in town just stopped having good stuff.
Yeah. It can be pretty hard to find stuff. We could totally do like a thrifting haul video.
That'd be cool.
That'd be so epic.
We like plant stuff there, like cut this part out, but like we plant like
we plant like Louis Vuitton bags.
I'll plant like my $500 like Jordans there, and then like be like put a fake price sticker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Full on donate them, and then just to fake the video.
Do you watch like a lot of TV and stuff?
Not like TV. Our family's just kind of gone to streaming.
Right, but like I like TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
I don't really like consume a lot of media like that anymore. I usually just watch YouTube.
Okay.
I'm watching like almost a 9-hour FNAF lore video.
I thought about doing that after watching the movie.
It's like a really good video. I can send you a link to it.
Okay.
I usually I've been watching it as like a mix of like video and podcast form.
Yeah.
Because I have YouTube Premium. You can't hate
Like
on me
flex.
if you want, but yeah, I'd be listening to things in the background. I also get my money's worth out of it.
That's cool. I don't know if I would.
I have like 3,000 hours of like
Wow.
time spent like listening to it without like the screen open.
Wow, that's embarrassing. I'm just kidding.
I just kind of go through life listening to stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Background stuff, that's really nice. I think like Spotify is the only premium thing I have.
Yeah. Well, sometimes people like will complain about like how like people aren't in the moment anymore and they don't really talk to each other. Usually it's like older people.
Yeah.
It's like, dog,
I was gonna say.
I'm going to the store to like buy some fucking hot dogs. I don't want to like talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I just want to get my things and leave. So yeah, like I got other things to do.
Mm.
And this is just a stop on my way. And it keeps my brain engaged. I tend to zone out a lot when I'm like not
Oh yeah.
having something to hold my focus.
Yeah, I'm like that. Space off and let the imagination go wild.
Yeah.
You do that?
Oh yeah. That's kind of why I like D&D a lot too. Is because like then I have something to think about all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I'm like bored and not thinking, I'll just think about, well, what if my character did this cool thing?
Yeah, plan stuff out.
But
I do that.
always kind of like the problem I have is that I always think of it like I'm like the cool Chad character who like never fails and never loses.
Right.
That definitely does not.
But then you get like a bad roll or something,
Right,
and you're
and
like,
then
there goes my whole 2 hours from yesterday, where
right.
I was really excited about.
I just spent 2 hours fantasizing about how cool I was gonna do this thing. I just fucking ate shit. But that's kind of the fun part about D&D is you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's why I really kind of stopped thinking about it. I think about it in the way that like you ever like listen to a song and imagine that like you're the singer, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
like covering it. Like I always imagine myself like at a place like doing a cover or something.
like,
I'm like, dude, I would sound so cool doing
like a
that.
cool dingy bar.
Yeah.
And these like cool ass dudes playing the music. And
Yeah.
really cool there.
I do that too. It's probably cringy singing it out loud, but like
right, but
it's
like
so
when it's
cool.
in your head, and
Yeah.
like you like
I'm like, I could totally do that.
yeah, and like you imagine all these like cool angles because it's like a music video.
Yeah,
Dude. And I know everybody listening to this does the exact same thing. Don't lie.
Don't
it's
make
just
fun
one
of
those things
us.
you don't talk about. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like weird.
Intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, those are like positive intrusive thoughts. Like sometimes you just think you're the main singer.
Yeah. Or like when you watch a movie.
Yeah. No. So one of the things that I've done like my entire life, and this is like super open right now. Whenever I'd watch a show or a movie, I'd always insert myself into it,
Mm-hmm.
but I would never make I'd never take the place of another character, and I also
You'd like be that character's friend or something.
yeah, and I also would like never be like I'd be like a minor role, like a
Yeah.
minor supporting role, but then I'm also having my own cool adventure in the background.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
in,
yeah.
like the same world, so that way I can like do all this cool stuff, but then like not ruin the story that's going
Right.
on. Because usually like when the story's good enough for me to like imagine myself being there with my own OC, like I don't want to mess up what's going on by
Right.
changing the plot. So I usually have my cool side adventure where like sometimes I cross paths with the main character.
Right.
I still do that sometimes.
With real people.
Yeah, with real people. Like sometimes I'll see like Donald Trump and
I kind of walk by. I'm like, "How you doing, buddy?"
yeah, like you know. But then I have
Just
like
just
my,
like old times,
yeah,
huh?
and then I have my like cool background where like I'm like beating up criminals and stuff.
Joe, but I mean, not
We're not
not
like,
being up
we
the
don't have
president.
political affiliations. We're too stupid to understand.
Did you vote today? I think there's local elections today.
I did not. I have to work for a living.
Yeah.
So didn't really have time for that.
I had the day off and I still didn't vote.
What the heck? This is probably the only one that like actually matters too.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really pay attention. Did they talk about like local elections in
I didn't hear
in school?
anything about them, or like just teach about them.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe we went to different schools, but I feel like they talked something about it.
I feel like it would probably be something they talked about.
I never paid attention in those types of classes. Those were like the worst classes for me.
I liked them sometimes.
You would.
Okay. I had a cool project in high school. It was for like a modern history class, and we had to like nominate somebody for the like History Hall of Fame, and then do a presentation on why.
Okay.
And I picked Jim Henson.
Yeah.
And I won.
Oh, I think you told me about
Yeah.
that. You were showing me like the old commercials.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He not only revolutionized edutainment for all sorts of people. He also revolutionized marketing because he was like the first guy to make like ads that were like funny. Because before that, like all that advertisements were just telling you what the product was and what it did.
Yeah.
There was never any jokes or anything like stand out. And now ads are usually like cringe and lame because
They try so hard. Like I want to know who the out of touch person like making these new ads are.
right.
Like they try to be funny. Like I watch the old Jim Henson ones every now and again because you showed me, and I'm like, these are so much funnier
Like
than
actually funny.
they're so great.
And it's crazy because, like, I think it only works because they're Muppets. But, like, it's just so violent that you wouldn't think that it would fit in the timeline where it came out.
Yeah.
Because, like, society was so much more conservative back then.
Yep.
But, like, these little fellas were, like, blowing each other up
Like
with, like,
cannon.
cannons
Yeah.
and stuff. And, yeah, so that's really fun. I feel like they just stretch it too thin because they can't afford to, like, make anybody mad.
Right.
And so it all just kind of ends up being really bland.
Because the new way things are.
Right. Well, I feel like it's always been that way. It's just everybody's louder about it now.
Yeah. I guess.
Because, like, comedy is subjective. Not everyone's going to think the same things are funny, and some people are going to get a little peed off when you make a certain kind of joke.
Yeah.
And they'll get peed off if you don't make a certain kind of joke, too. Because now suddenly you're all woke and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you just don't think that's funny. I don't know.
Like I don't think you're funny,
Right.
but you think I'm really funny.
I don't.
And I think that needs to be said about like a lot of people. Like I don't know, maybe you just don't think someone's funny. Maybe you do think someone's funny. That's just the way you are.
That's like it literally is just an opinion, and yeah, that's it, kind of really.
Yeah.
That's my. You can like and dislike jokes all you want, and I guess if you want to, you can cancel or not cancel people too. Really, I think the success of it depends on like democracy. If everybody agrees that this person sucks and they shouldn't have like a platform, then they won't.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting kind of thing to see happen, especially like when it's like controversial.
Yeah.
Because then there's this side that really wants to take him down, and then this other side is just like.
They're like you're edgy enough to say something like that, like
right.
It's like a respect.
The problem is like most of the time, like the two extremes, neither one is good. Because either side really that's gonna like say stuff like that, I don't want to be associated with.
Yeah.
Like no offense to really the woke leftists, because I mean like I agree with some of the points you make. I just think you're a bit much. And then the far right's like actual Nazis and racists, so I really don't like them just in general. So, you know.
Yeah.
I think we should just like destroy the internet, honestly.
Yeah. Who came up with that in the first place? Would you consider yourself a libertarian? Like not either?
No.
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 Okay.
I used to think I was, but then I realized I wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty left-leaning in general. I think as we're coming into the future, it's probably going to need to be like that because as automation and AI and stuff gets better, like we're just going to get phased out of our jobs.
Yeah.
So eventually, like, we're not going to have anything to do, but like if you still need money to pay for all this stuff, then you're kind of just boned.
Yeah.
You know? And like I want that too because I hate working.
Right.
So if I could not have a job and then just get paid because I'm a human, and I can just like do whatever I want, then like that sounds pretty utopian to me.
Right.
But like I get what other people say, and it's like I don't know how far off it like realistically is, but it's good to think about that stuff.
Yeah.
Like both, I feel like both sides have good points, but they just don't. They don't communicate them clearly most of the time.
Yeah.
Like I'm all for like religious freedom, and if you want a gun, I don't really give a hoot. Don't shoot me with it. Or really don't like shoot anybody that doesn't need to be shot. But
you believe in like self-defense and stuff.
Right? Yeah. Like I mean, you know, that's like part of why we have it. But like, you know, I don't know. All these issues are really super complex and worth their own multi-hour discussions. So that's why I don't usually talk about them.
Yeah. Yeah, I could be wrong about everything I say because I just don't have that mind to care too much about it.
We're incredibly ignorant people, and if we wanted to be educated, we would educate ourselves.
Yeah.
So you can come.
But I like focusing on other stuff that's interesting.
Right. I'm kind of like already depressed and ready to give up on life. I don't need to think about negative things all the time.
I don't need to piss off half of the world.
Half the world. So yeah, we'll just talk about like funny, cool stuff.
Yeah. Like
What's like your favorite conspiracy theory? What conspiracy theory do you think is real? Man. Do you think any of them are real?
What do you think of new Kanye? Do you think he's actually Kanye? Have you seen pictures of old Kanye versus new Kanye?
I have.
Do you think the new one's fake?
I feel like maybe it's a stretch. I feel like he's probably gone on hard times, and he's looking a little worse for wear.
He looks like big. So he was saying all that insane stuff like for that couple months, and then he all of a sudden stopped, and he looks completely different. And like I'm just saying, like it's just weird how it all came out.
So you think he's like dead?
I don't know. Oh. I just think that there's just a filler for him or something.
Well, like, why would they why would they have a filler if they didn't like murder him?
I don't know. Maybe they're like brainwashing him. I think it's an interesting one.
It's definitely interesting, and I can see where people are coming from.
I'm not gonna 100% say that's a true conspiracy theory, but
it's another.
I don't listen to a lot of conspiracy theories, but I do wonder why things are the way they are. Like rainwater, how you're like collecting rainwater is like illegal, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I know that like I don't know like how contaminated and polluted like rainwater is naturally.
Yeah.
But I know like you usually wouldn't drink it if you should.
Right.
Not.
But why would it be like illegal versus like
right.
I mean lake water's disgusting, but if you were drinking that in front of a cop they'd be like, oh, okay,
they'd probably be like,
that's weird.
Yeah.
But like rainwater, I feel like when it evaporates, like it takes a lot of that scummy stuff out, right? I don't know. Again, I don't know why you brought us on it because we don't know enough about it. What's a good conspiracy theory you
one that I always think is funny is like...
Oh, it's right there. It's one of the top searched.
Here we go. Okay, first let's see if it's like actually illegal in our state, because it might not be.
You need a permit?
Blah, blah. I guess, yeah, part of it is like some of these make sense. Like where there's not a lot of rainwater, they probably wanted to go back into the environment.
Right.
Look, see, like they even offer, like in Florida, they offer incentives. There's no restriction, so you can just collect rainwater.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. I do. So yeah.
Never mind then.
fact, it looks like it's pretty much a legal thing you can do in almost any place, except for like places with deserts.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind then.
So yeah, John just
I don't know where I heard that.
kind of showed the dangers of not looking up.
There guys, educate yourself before you go on some podcast. Sheesh.
Maybe that's maybe we should let's make it the goal to educate ourselves. Yeah. Let's make the goal to educate ourselves on something we don't know anything about, and then we'll talk about it on the next episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
If you guys have any recommendations for something you would think we don't know anything about, leave a comment, and maybe we'll talk about it because we don't know about it. So yeah, you can harvest rainwater in most states. You might have to get a permit, but that's all right. Flat Earth. Flat Earth, I don't believe it's real. I know it's not real.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally not real. But, like, the depths that people will go to try and make it true is very amusing to me.
Yeah. I can't tell if some of them are serious, but I know that a lot of them are serious.
Because there's a weird kind of, like, contrast on the internet where everything's fake, but also everything's real.
Yeah.
So it's like, how much of this is just like trolling and like playing into the bit, and then how much of it is like genuine actual belief?
Especially with AI.
Right.
Like, that's not helping a lot, but yeah.
What do you think about AI?
AI?
Yeah.
I think there's some really cool stuff people are doing. Like, I follow so many accounts that'll do like different cartoon characters singing a song or something. It's very amusing to listen to. So I think for something like that, it can be cool if like someone wanted to make some cool art using that.
Yeah.
I don't like that it has an absolute potential to take away like a lot of like art jobs or like, I don't know. But I suppose that could depend on the person if they wanted like an authentic one or just like a like we were using AI, trying to use AI for some of our stuff for sure, but like the name generator.
Oh yeah.
I know. I was trying to make like a cover photo or something with that, but
well, yeah. I feel like even if it does get to the point where like AI art like actually starts to look like passable.
Yeah.
Because there's stuff that they mess up all the time, like hands. AI is super bad at hands right now. I feel like people will be able to tell for the most part.
Yeah.
And there will still be a need and a desire. I think as long as people want like art made by another person, then it will exist.
Now there is like the voice ones. Like people are using voice AI to like scam old people.
Yeah.
Because you can just get a recording of someone and then they can just make you say sentences.
And that's like one of the biggest, like, because like you said with like the songs, as funny as those are, like I don't think you can trademark your voice. So like, what's like the legal ramification of that? Especially if because like you've seen like that one meme where they had Joe Biden talking about that dank Kush.
Yeah.
Like, what if that what if it gets to the point where like it's believable enough, even if like maybe they don't say something like actually like completely outrageous, like he's been smoking on that fat pack, like he's gonna attack.
Just put like a fake political campaign that's like he's gonna do something bad.
Can you trademark your voice?
Your name?
No, you cannot trademark a voice, as it does not fall under the United States Patent and Trademark Office criteria for material that can be trademarked. That might change if AI gets good enough.
Yeah.
Because, like, especially if you're like a voice actor or an actor in general, like, you could lose your role because your voice isn't trademarked, so they can just use a AI to record all your lines.
Yeah.
But right now it's okay because like some of them are weirdly emotive, but then other ones aren't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Are there any games that you're excited for coming up in the near future?
Honestly, just Wolverine.
Not Dragon's Dogma 2?
Dragon's Dogma 2, yeah.
Dude, and
I
that
always
one's,
forget.
like, actually
I barely see anything about that though, so I don't get as hyped. But I am pretty excited.
You gotta
the first
join the
one was pretty
Dragon's
cool.
Dogma subreddit, bro. Do you have Reddit? Are you a
No.
Redditor? What?
No.
I feel like you would like Reddit.
I used it for a little bit, and then I was like, "This is dumb."
Damn. I like Reddit a lot,
Yeah.
except I hate like all the people on Reddit.
Yeah, I think that was probably it. Because
Because
I will go on there for like forums on if I need help on something,
Mm-hmm.
and it can be useful, but I just don't like use it.
I'm a very passive user because I don't ever like commenting or posting stuff because I really don't like interacting with any of the people there. But like it's a good way to get like news and stuff. Like it'll show me patch notes for like Armored Core 6.
Okay.
And like it'll show like the Dragon's Dogma subreddit has been showing gameplay from like conferences that they're doing in Japan and showing off like gameplay and stuff. So
How do you think Batman would do as the main character in Dragon's Dogma?
he'd probably do all right. He'd probably be like a hybrid class, I think.
But like, would he be able to finish the story like
Is he like the Arisen or is he just Batman?
like current Batman?
Which Batman is the current Batman?
I don't know.
Which
We'll
Batman was the
we'll say
last Batman?
the
Robert
Twilight
Pattinson
dude,
one?
yeah.
I don't know. Because he was still kind of.
I guess he was kind of new. Okay, we'll go with what's his name? Christian Bale. We'll go with Christian Bale.
Yeah, he could probably do it. He'd be like a warrior, I think. I feel like he's strong and trained enough to like beat up people without too much issue.
Like a whole dragon
Yeah.
without any like magic abilities.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
You can beat the dragon without a magic ability.
All right, but like, I'd love to watch it.
Did you ever beat the game?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I ain't beat the Dark Arisen stuff because that's impossible.
You have to beat the game like 2 or 3 times before you can actually have like a decent shot at it.
Yeah, I did like New Game Plus like a few times and I couldn't do it.
Well, and the problem is like the way that it's all balanced is like you're supposed to use items and stuff a lot more, like the different
Yeah, and I hate
arrows
using
and all
that.
stuff. Yeah, it really encourages a different type of game than is really necessary in the base game, which is nice because it gives you a different experience.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's not the kind of challenge people are looking for.
Yeah,
I never beat Dark Arisen either, but I know my dad did once.
he did. Wow.
Yeah. But then there's a different version of the boss when you go to beat it again, and he couldn't get past that one.
Jeez.
And that one like is actually really difficult. There's a lot of posts about like different ways to beat it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always cheese it with different stuff, but you try and do stuff legit.
Yeah.
What do you think is like your favorite game
Ever?
ever?
Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga was a big childhood classic for me. Man, I like that. What was the other ones? Ocarina of Time. I feel like that's everyone's though.
I never played that.
It's pretty good.
I was never a Nintendo kid growing up. Like we had a GameCube, but the only like Nintendo game we had was Metroid Prime, which I think came with the GameCube.
Gotcha.
'Cause my dad wasn't a really big fan of first-person shooters for a long time, so I don't think he bought that on purpose, or at least with like the intent of playing it.
Yeah. That one's really good. And then, I mean, Spider-Man's a good one for recent. I mean, it's fresh in my mind, and
Right.
like I really like the story and the emotional pull on it, and the gameplay. I mean,
The gameplay, it is a great game to play.
it's very crispy, satisfying,
and it feels really good.
visually. Yeah, playing on the PlayStation 5 with like the rumble and all the.
It is a cool feature, but I don't like the charging time. Like, I feel like my controllers always die.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's better since I got another controller,
Mm-hmm.
so I can kind of just rotate through them. But for a while, like, I just had to have it constantly hooked up because it died.
Yeah.
all the time.
That's one thing I like about using a monitor is I can just have it plugged in since I sit close enough.
Right. So do you just wear a headset all the time, or do you have, like, a speaker?
I usually use a headset because I don't want to like bother anyone else in the house.
Yeah.
Because I usually play at night and
It's
I don't want
quiet
my
as a
big
mouse.
speaker. Yeah.
My favorite game is probably Jack and Daxter.
Really?
The original one, yeah. I've beat it 100%, probably 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly, but one year for my birthday, I got that game and like a probably like 4 foot or 3.5 foot tall Christian Bale Batman, like action guy.
It's cool.
He was not very posable.
Yeah.
But he was cool.
Kind of like the Darth Vader ones I have at Walmart where they're just kind of there.
Where it's just like,
Yeah.
But yeah, and I played the crap out of that game. I like it because like even as a kid I could actually beat it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got old enough to like actually like get 100%
Mm-hmm.
because it's like an easy game. But I think I played Jak 2 first. And that game I got stuck on like after the 7th mission.
Yeah.
We should play those games for the YouTube channel, by the way.
That'd be cool.
I really like them. They're very interesting because like they're Naughty Dog games. If you've ever played any of their games before, they did like The Last of Us and Uncharted, Crash Bandicoot.
Yep.
This was in the weird in-between period where it wasn't like a goofy kid platformer like Jak 1 is. But then it kind of switched because like GTA 3 came out and stuff, so everything started getting a lot edgier. And Jak 2 and 3 are like super edgy and fun. They're all great games. Jak 3 is the least good one, but I still like it.
Yeah.
Kinda. It drags on for a bit.
I need to get into more. I was never like, all our consoles that we got were just kind of like given to us, and we could never like afford new games for it, so we'd like get one and then like play it, nothing but that. Mm-hmm. So I never got to get like a huge variety in. I think the Switch was the first thing I ever like saved up and bought as like a current console.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of because when I was growing up in your old hometown.
Indie?
Yeah. We lived really close to where the Family Video was.
Mm-hmm.
And they still had like a large section of like PS2 games and PS3 games. So every once in a while, as a treat, my dad would take us there and he'd let us rent some games. Like that's how I got into Kingdom Hearts, was because they had the second one there.
Yeah.
And I played that.
I need to play those sometime.
We'll add that to the list of things to play.
Okay.
Leave in the comments down below like how many games you think we should play concurrently, because I don't know like how much variety we want to have.
Yeah.
And also,
are we actually gonna like finish the games?
That's the thing. Well, it was funny. I don't remember why I was watching whatever the fuck I was watching, but it was about Alice, American McGee's Alice. You ever heard of those games? No. They're like a 3D platform shooter. But the guy was talking about how long the games were, because they're like 8 to 10 hours or whatever. And he said that was like genuinely like a good length for games, because he said that Alien Isolation was like about 20% longer than he really wanted it to be. Yeah. So it sounds like it drags on in the end. But maybe we'll find out, or maybe we'll get bored. I don't know. I feel like it's okay for us to drop stuff if it's not fun.
It's also not October anymore.
Right, so it doesn't need to be scary.
Yeah.
But we'll post. We have 2 parts. We'll at least post the part where we find the alien.
Yeah.
The first part
where it gets kind of suspenseful.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. We are gonna finish Psychonauts. This is a great game.
Yeah.
It is probably gonna be a little dumpy because it's like the PS4 version, but it's like a weird port. This is a PS2 game and an Xbox game originally, so there's gonna be like weird stuff going on sometimes. We'll just have to put up with, but
well,
c'est la vie.
Yeah, that.
Do you know what that means?
No.
It means such is life in French.
What does that mean?
It is what it is. That's what it basically means.
Okay.
But it's like a prettier version.
Yeah. But it's like American people hate French people, so like.
Why?
Because they're kind of annoying.
Yeah, but they helped us win our independence from freaking Britain, though.
Yeah.
The Statue of Liberty was given to us by the French people.
Yeah.
Do you hate the Statue of Liberty?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't think about it ever.
You don't really have any solid opinions about the Statue of Liberty, the symbol of American freedom?
I genuinely don't.
Wow. It sounds like you're not really a patriot. Do you love this country?
I'm not that old to be a patriot now.
You don't love this country?
I like this country.
Would you die for this country? I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Be honest, guys. If a draft happened, I'm getting injured.
I maybe would have a while ago, but now I don't think I would.
If you had asked me last week, man, yeah, I would have died for this country, but not anymore. I don't know.
Have you ever thought about moving out of country?
I thought about it, but the immigration process is kind of hard.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You have to like prove that you're useful or have a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't think I have either, so I don't think I'll be able to leave.
Gotcha.
Not that like life is honestly that terrible here.
Right.
I don't know if it's better anywhere else, but I only know what I've experienced.
Yeah, I'd maybe like Google some stuff. I heard New Zealand's pretty chill.
My parents want to move there, but it is very expensive.
Yeah.
And very difficult.
Yeah.
My mom's a nurse though, so it's pretty easy for her to get in.
Yeah.
And then they're married, so it's pretty easy for my dad to tag along.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we at?
I don't know. We're at 48 minutes.
Actually?
Yeah. That's pretty darn close to an hour. I think that's a good place to call it.
Good place to stop, yeah.
So, yep. Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah.
If you like this, then hit the button.
Hit the
that
button.
Does that.
Share with your friends.
Yeah. Friends, colleagues, mentors.
Moms, dads, kids.
Yep. Old people. Dead
people, young people.
Play it on repeat. But yep, this has been the Gigapals. Gig you later.
Gig you later.